I speak for probably everyone. It's been an emotional roller coaster.
That is U.S. Coast Guard rescue swimmer Scott Ruskin. He's credited for helping evacuate more than 160 Camp Mystic girls a week ago.
Well, tonight, he and his crew are giving us new insight on what they've gone through. KENS 5 reporter Megan Reina is live in Ingram tonight. And Megan, a week ago, we were live on the air, and you were right there seeing the work these crews were doing.
Yes, Henry, it was just down the road from where we're at the high school where those helicopters landed. Those girls got off shortly after. They were able to reunite with their parents. A week later, we're now seeing those green ribbons in honor of the Camp Mystic girls that did not survive. But for those first responders, including the Coast Guard, this was a mission that will stick with them forever.
We never thought this would happen in our lives.
From Corpus Christi to Kerr County, the Coast Guard was one of several agencies who answered a call for help on July 4th. Our cameras capturing the moment they successfully brought girls from Camp Mystic to safety at Ingram Tom Moore High School.
Yeah, so they were sad, upset, asking me where their family members were.
More than 700 girls were attending the camp in Hunt when the Guadalupe River started consuming the campsite. 27 campers and counselors, including the camp's director, died. But hundreds were saved.
And some of them were thrown out of windows to actually make it into the helicopter. So I think that's when it really hit me with the gravity of the situation that we were dealing with.
For rescue swimmer Scott Ruskin and flight mechanic Seth Reeves, this was their first mission, one that will stay with them forever.
We received a phone call and we talked to one of those little girls who, sat on the phone with us and thanked them for being here. That was the hardest thing I've ever had to do, was not only listening to a small child that shouldn't have to know the horrors of a tragedy as this, but to thank us for something they really don't understand.
Pilot Ian Hopper recalls an interaction with a camper that stuck out to him, especially since he's a father.
I see she's got tears running down her face, and she's scared. Clearly, she may have just lost her sisters. She may have just lost her friends. And I turn around and I give her a thumbs up.
He says she gave him a thumbs up as well, along with a smile.
And at that moment, I knew that I wasn't just moving people from one place to another, but I felt like a dad that was rescuing my daughters, and that was.
And these four wanted to acknowledge there are many heroes in this story, from the camp counselors to the National Guard. Now, the last check that we got was that there was 5 campers and 1 counselor from Camp Mystic still unaccounted for. Reporting live from Ingram, Megan Reina, KENS 5.